page 4 of 6.7, it begins with just a verbal reminder of what it means to be in scientific notation, and then how to convert from decimal to scientific notation and back and forth. And you'll find these on page 398 and 399. And we'll just move to the bottom of the page to go ahead and finish off this video. We'll do one page and one video. And this one says, I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit more. Okay. So at the bottom of page 4 here, for 6.7, it says, perform the indicated computations. Write the answers in scientific notations. After you've had some practice putting numbers in and out of scientific notation, then you get to do some operations with them. And we're going to keep it here in the multiplication and division family. And it helps us to have our tool belt, so to speak, of rules and definitions of exponents here. So some people treat it as a whole nother set of rules for scientific notation, but really we already know what we're doing here. We can just treat the 10 to the powers, the part of scientific notation, as if they were variables to these lifted or raised to these numbers. If this was 3x to the 4th or 3h to the 4th times 3h to the 2nd, we would know what to do. We would deal with the variables separate from the numbers. And we can do the same thing here. When you multiply two numbers in scientific notation, you multiply the numbers just like you would. And then you would add, you would use exponent rules. In this case, we're multiplying 10 to the 4th times 10 to the 4th, because really what you've got here, this is all multiplication. The parentheses mean multiplication, and so do the times here. So you've really got 3 and 10 to the 4th, and another 3 and 10 to the 2nd. It's just all multiplication. Which means we've got same bases being multiplied, so you can use the exponent rules here and add the exponents. So we get 3 times 3 is 9, 10 to the 4th times 10 to the 2 is 10 to the 4th, sorry, there's the 9, 10 to the 4 plus 2, so we've got 9 times 10 to the 6th. And then the last piece I should add to these steps here is sometimes you might end up with a bigger number here. You want to make sure that you adjust the decimal and the exponent as needed, because remember, we only want one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal when we are in scientific notation. Because we started the problem in scientific, we want to finish the problem in scientific. Okay. So let's look at number 118. We now have division. We've got scientific notation divided by another number in scientific notation. So again, we're going to divide the numbers separately, just like we did earlier. Just treat those separate. So you're going to have 180 divided by 2, and that's going to give you 90. And then we've got 10 to the 8th over 10 to the 4th. So we're dividing the numbers. We're going to use our exponent rules. And because we've got the same base, 10, being divided, then you're going to subtract those exponents. And it's always top exponent minus the bottom exponent. So we've got times 10 to the 8 minus 4, which is times 10 to the 4th. And again, we need to adjust the decimal and the exponent as needed, because we want only one non-zero digit. So we've got 90 here. We actually want this to be 9.0 times 10, but now it can't be 10 to the 4th, because 10 to the 4th wouldn't get you there. So 10 to the 4th would have got at 90, 10 to the 4th would have added 1, 2, 3, 4. It would have made it 900,000. Now to go from 9 out to 900,000, we would need another space to the right. So this is now 9.0 times 10 to the 5th. So copy those. Note any questions you might have. Talk it through either out loud to yourself or with somebody else. I can't stress enough the importance of talking through these problems to really verbalize what you understand and know, and it really helps highlight what your question might be to bring to class as well. What is it that's still bothering you? What do you not understand? Maybe your question is another way to do the problem that you tried and it works, and you want to know, did I just have a fluke or did I really stumble across a different way to this problem? Because there are lots of ways to do these, lots of ways to start, one way to finish, one answer. So when you're feeling comfortable enough, let's go ahead and try number 114 and number 124, and I'll give you a moment so you can pause the video and come back to see the answer. Okay, and when you have done these, you should get some answers of number 114, you should end up with 2 times 10 to the positive 5. And on number 124, you should end up with 3.2 times 10 to the negative 14.